Happy to be here with you guys. Come up to a comfortable seat, you all. Reminder, it's an hour class. If you need to modify during the class, feel free to do something different. If you're not sure what to do differently, call me over or reach out to me via text or take yourself off mute. Okay. All right. Am I looking very summery to you, by the way? Desert-like? Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, Stephanie, recognizing that. That's what I was going for, my desert chic look. All right. Summer desert chic. Comfortable seat. Yeah, playlist for you, Genevieve. Here you go again. Put it up there for you. Comfortable seat. By the way, I have a bunch of different playlists on Spotify. If the one that I'm sharing with you right now you've heard too many times, you want something different, feel free to look on my Spotify playlist, looking for some stuff. Okay. Close the eyes. Feel your way into your body. You're going to start to connect to deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the nose. Close the back of the throat a little bit to create a soft whisper. Now let's play a little bit with lengthening the breath out. It's no breath retention this time, maybe a pause, but just playing with a long, elongated breath. So here we go. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Then exhaling out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Again, inhaling for 5. Pause, just notice the space between the breath. And then exhaling out for 5. And then one more time, inhaling for 5. Pause, again, notice. And exhaling out for 5. Now let's reconnect to our deep Ujjayi breath, keeping that elongating breath. Bring your hands up to your heart and just take a couple of filling breaths to the heart. All right, let's set our intention for our practice today. You know, I had originally planned to go to Joshua Tree, as I mentioned, on retreat. I've been going to Joshua Tree as a yoga retreat for 12 years. I've been going much longer than that. I used to live in Southern California in Redlands, and I used to go there all the time. But I decided to go with my wife and Quinn and some close friends to spend some time, to drop in and enjoy the desert. And it turned out to be a different vacation than I wanted to be, because as I mentioned, having a 2.5-year-old, we had to keep her alive, and that meant someone had to be watching her the whole time, which happened to be mostly Stephanie. And then I was actually taking care of the camp, making food, getting water and all that stuff, and putting up shade structures. And so I'm sharing this because I enjoyed myself, but it wasn't necessarily the vacation that I wanted to have. And my wife and I were looking forward to having a connected moment. We've been in this pandemic. She's been busy with her work. I've been busy during the day with taking care of Quinn. Then at night, I sit down and start taking care of emails, take care of my work. So, and we had to come home to do that. There was this intention of having some quality, good Pete and Stephanie moments, but we actually had to come home. And on Saturday night, after we got home, we sat down and we talked until like midnight, just looking each other's eyes, having a glass of wine, and just sharing stories. And I share that with this understanding that many of us might feel disconnected, either from our friends, from our partners, from our kids, from our dog. But truly, really, it's just taking a moment and slowing down. And yeah, and vacation can help that. But if it's not working for you, do it right now. Let's do that for ourselves. And some prayers. That's why we show up, right? We show up to take a moment and caretake ourselves and caretake the relationship with ourselves. And I want to share a quote by Mary Oliver to start our practice off. This is the first, the wildest, and the wisest thing I know, that the soul exists, and it is built entirely out of attentiveness. The soul exists and is built entirely out of attentiveness. So here we show up and we connect to our spirit, we connect to our soul just through a simple act of attentiveness to breathing, feeling, noticing. Setting our intention today with one Om. Exhale all the breath out. Inhaling. Om. And release the hands. Open the eyes. Good. Find your way onto all fours. Tabletop position. And I'll give you about 10 breaths to make your way into downward dog. So taking in some moments here to come into either extended child's pose or cat-cow. If you're feeling more vigorous today, you want to do a handstand or a dolphin. What's your body need over the next 10 breaths? For those of you that are newer to the practice, I'm doing extended child's pose up on the screen right now. And it's a good pose to know if you need to take a moment to reconnect or recollect yourself and find balance. About 5 more breaths. You're already in downward dog. Bend your knees and wag your tail. Move around. About 2 more breaths here. All right, here we are, downward facing dog. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Fingers are spread wide. Feet are about hip width apart. Reaching out through the heels. And bend the left knee quite a bit. Rotate the right foot toward the left heel. Push through the right hand and right foot. So the right heel is on the ground with the right heel rotating toward the left foot. Left knee is bent. Should feel a nice stretch through the right lower back and side body there. All right, straighten out both legs. Bend the right knee. Rotate left heel toward the right foot. Again, push through left hand and left foot. Nice, straighten out both legs. Walk the feet toward the hands and come into ragdoll pose. Reach over, grab onto opposite elbows. Flip back and forth here for a moment. Good. Releasing the hands down. Bend the knees. Slowly roll yourself up to standing. Good. And then walk your feet to the front of the mat. Hands in prayer. We'll be doing classical suns in a moment, doing a bunch of suns here to build some heat. Let's first just reconnect to our intention. This intention of learning how to build attention, right? Attentiveness. And the question I always wanted to kind of propose to you is, what are you practicing while we're doing this yoga practice? Are you practicing caretaking? Are you practicing compassion? Are you practicing your normal way of being numbed out? Are you practicing your distracted mind? Are you practicing your conditioned, angry mind? Hands in prayer. Keep practicing attention, reconnecting to our soul and spirit. Here we go. Classical suns. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Big breath, moving mindfully. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left foot back. Left knee comes down. Inhale, reaching up. Low lunge, sink in. Spread the fingers wide. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot back. Plank pose. The knees come down, chest comes down. Coming into Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, simple back bend here. Feet are about hip width apart, tuck the tailbone, couple breaths. Just pausing here for this really sweet stretch to the lower back and belly as you pull the chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, lowering, slide the hands underneath the shoulders and find your way back into downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward. Bring the right knee down. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Let's keep moving. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right foot back, right knee comes down. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale, hands come down, stepping the left foot back into plank. Knees come down, chest comes down. This time coming into low cobra. So similar to the Sphinx, walking the hands forward, but the elbows are actually off the ground, pulling the chest forward, lengthen the lower back. Inhale. Exhale, lowering downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward, bring the left knee down. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale, hands come down, stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. You can bend the elbows here if you like to make cactus arms. Good. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay, keep moving. Inhale, reaching up this time. Classical suns with a high lunge. Exhale, forward fold. So similar sequence, just different poses. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left foot back. Come on up, high lunge, reach up. Knee off the ground, sink the right knee over the right heel, reach out strongly through the left heel. Good, exhale, hands come down. Right foot steps back, plank. Knees come down, chest comes down. Either Sphinx low cobra or consider a regular cobra, hands underneath the shoulders. That's depending upon how it feels for you. Inhale, lifting. Good. Exhale, lowering, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward. High lunge. Reach up, sink in, right knee, left knee over the right, left heel. Right, sorry. Reach out through the right heel. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Good. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay. Other half of that sun. Inhale, reaching. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right foot back. Come on up, high lunge. Reach up, sink in. Good. Exhale, hands come down, stepping the left foot back. Good. Knees come down, chest comes down. Again, Sphinx low cobra, regular cobra. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward. Good. High lunge. Reach up, spread the fingers wide, feel the ribs telescoping up, lengthening out the hips. Good. Hands come down. After the exhale, stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Again, elbows can bend, cactus arms here. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Moving into B series sun salutation. Inhale, bend the knees. We're going to do one more sun together and have you do two on your own. Bend the knees, chair pose. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump, step, float back. Vinyasa. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior one. Come on up. Sink in, left knee or left heel. Reach up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the left foot back. Vinyasa. Go the downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, left heel down. Warrior one. Come on up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot back. Vinyasa. Go the downward dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands. Deep inhale. Exhale, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Good. And straighten the legs, come all the way up. All right, exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay, you're gonna have you do two more suns on your own, going at your own pace. Just pause for a moment though. If you know the sun salutations, you can close your eyes, let it be a moving meditation. And the attentiveness I want to connect with you about is like when you're with your lover and you're just like so connected to them, or like one of your best friends who you just care deeply about, or maybe it's like when you're with your pets, or when you're in nature, when you're walking through Machu Picchu in Peru. Some of you have been to Peru with me, right? These moments where we're attentive to this, we're connecting to something more than just ourselves. This is what it feels like to me. So we're practicing that in our yoga practice over and over again. We're connecting to ourself in a really authentic, spirit-filled, soulful way. Hands in prayer, or even when we're dancing, right? When we're connecting to music in that really powerful way. 2 rounds on your own, moving really mindfully. Be attentive. Okay, here we go. I'll do 2 of them with you. Inhale, reaching the hands up. You can bend the knees if you want. Any round that works for you, any sun that works for you. Forward fold, you're on your own. If you need help, you can look up at the screen. I'm doing classical suns. If you get lost along the way, make it up. It's all good if you mess up. Right, that's how we learn. Okay, we're about halfway through another round. I'm doing B series up on the screen if you want to follow along with me. Finish up with standing at the front of the mat for the next couple of breaths. Bring the hands onto your heart. Breathe here. Just notice. Give yourself some attention. As Mary de Lavalette says, I do not have to go to sacred places in far off lands. The ground I stand on is holy. Two more breaths up to the heart and just feel as we wait for everyone to catch up with us. And this is the yoga practice here as well, by the way, not just the poses that we think are important, but this Tadasana pose, being present, foundation of the standing poses. All right, here we go. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back. Vinyasa. And downward dog. Inhale, reaching left foot up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Left foot releasing toward the buttock, knee reaching up toward the ceiling. Okay, inhale, reaching left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Placing left foot through, right heel down. Warrior one. Have your feet about hip width apart. Come on up. And warrior one into brain cradle. Hands on the back of the head. Interlace the fingers, letting the head relax into the hand. So your hands are cradling your head, your brain. Right, and allow yourself, your head to relax. And by doing that, you start to feel this really sweet chest opener. Upper chest, shoulders, armpits. Explore that. Breathe into it. Sink in and breathe into it. All right, inhale, reaching the hands up. Placing the hands onto the hips, turn the back toes under, reach the right hand up. Twisting high lunge, right elbow, left thigh. Bottom has a fist, top hand clasp over it. Strong right leg, reach out to the right heel. At the same time, take a deep inhale here. With the exhale, press the elbow and the thigh to the chest up off the thigh. Okay, releasing the hands down. Coming into a low lunge variation, bring the right knee down. Good, sink into your low lunge and then bring the hands, you can reach the hands up or bring the hands to lower back for a little bit of a back bend here in your low lunge variation. There's a lot of sensations that happen, not just from the pose, but from the breath, like a lot. And so if you're newer to the practice, it's easy to focus on the sensations of the pose, which I get. That's some good stuff there. But there's even more kind of more depth when you use the breath as a tool to kind of massage the body from within. All right, inhale, reaching the hands up. Hands come down on either side of that front foot and coming into a Ardha Hanumanasana half split, so forward foot over left leg. Some of you, if you have tight hamstrings, you might need to use some blocks on either side of that front foot. There's something reassuring that I have a tool, and that we have a tool known as yoga and meditation and other forms like Tai Chi, all these other forms of movement that help us connect in a deeper way to our authentic self, our spirit, our soul, to people, right? These tools that we're cultivating have an endless amount of utility, so to speak. In other ways, it just feels really good to do this stuff. Bend the left knee, yay. Step the left foot back. Plank, your vinyasa. Kneeling downward dog. Good. Inhale, reaching the right foot up. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. Yeah, inhale, reaching the right foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing the right foot through. Come on up. Warrior one. Into brain cradle, second side. Interlace the fingers in a non-habitual way across the back of the head. Sink in. Chest is opening up. As you're breathing, making sure you're pausing between the inhale and the exhale and the inhale. You're not rushing right through it. You're feeling, you're noticing. Inhale, reaching hands up. Placing the hands on hips, turn the back toes under. Inhale, reaching left hand up. And exhale, left elbow, right thigh twisting. One more breath here. All right, releasing there. Low lunge variation, bring the left knee down. Hands on right thigh, sinking in, reaching the hands up or bring the hands to lower back. Interlace the fingers. So some vinyasa classes tend to kind of rush through the poses. Maybe you're noticing that this pose is structured, this class is structured a little bit differently, right? We're holding the poses. And that gives us an opportunity to play with our theme, our intention. And it can also give you an opportunity for you to check out and start thinking about what wine you're going to have with dinner tonight. I won't say that's never happened in my thought process throughout the 20 years that I'm practicing, but there's a better use of time. You figure that out after class. Okay, inhale, reaching the hands up. Hands come down. Forward fold over right leg, walk the right foot forward. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. You know, it's amazing for me, and I think probably a lot of you on this Zoom class, how nature does a really good job of helping us build attentiveness, like that sun setting every night in Joshua Tree, the Milky Way coming up. I was looking at the constellation, the Gemini constellation, which was amazing. The shooting stars, the satellites, We saw a scorpion, a couple of scorpions in camp, which was kind of a little scary. A snake came through. Nature is such a powerful tool to bring us into the present moment and build attentiveness. 2 more breaths. Bending the right knee, walk the hands forward. Step the right foot back. Vinyasa. And the downward dog. Inhale, reaching left foot up. And exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing left foot through, right heel down again. Warrior 1. Reaching up. Warrior 1 into Lance Dodger. Let me share that for those who don't know what it is. Lance Dodger. Warrior 1 with the left forearm on the lower back, palm facing out the right hip, left hand facing out the right hip, right hand on the back of the head. And you're using it's almost like brain cradle, but it's a little more of a chest shoulder opener because you're letting the head relax into the right hand. The other thing I was tracking this weekend is this week, pardon me, and I would say, especially since the pandemic hit and especially since we had Quinn, is that I spend a lot of my time doing. And what I mean by that is like I'm the primary caretaker of the house while Steffi's busy with her 9 to 5. I'm gonna say maybe 9 to 8. And so I'm making the food, I'm shopping, I'm doing a lot of laundry, cleaning up, caretaking Quinn. And that gives me some joy, but it's a lot of disconnected moments. It can be overly done, so to speak. And you can shift that into just being moments if you want. Everything can be part of the practice of attentiveness and reconnection. 1 more breath. Just offering that up for you, for your daily exploration as well. All right. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And then hands come down on either side of that front foot. Coming into pyramid pose. Stepping the right foot forward about a foot forward. You can use blocks if you need to. Inhale, lengthening over your left leg. Exhale, forward fold over left leg. All right, now shifting into your warrior 3. Shift the weight into your left leg with the right foot up. Hands can be on floor, on blocks if you need to, or if you can, bring the hands in prayer or hands alongside the hips, doing what you need to support yourself or reach the hands forward if you want to do more. Just a couple breaths in warrior 3. We're going to be shifting into something else in a moment. You can listen carefully. Without bringing the right foot down, come up to standing with the right knee up and toward about hip height, so in front of you. And then bring the right foot in toward the buttock, reach back with the right hand, grab onto foot, grabbing onto the inner or outer foot and coming into dancer. Just a little interesting transition to a back bend. And reaching the left hand forward. Reach the foot into the hand. And it helps open the chest. Rotate the right hip slightly down, 1/2 inch. Right knee slightly down and back. All right, inhale. Come up to standing. Bring the right foot down. Shake the legs out here. That might have been a little bit challenging here. Okay, before we do the second side, let's do a little bit of a back bend in between. Standing back bends. Feet are about hip width apart. Hands onto the lower back with the thumbs almost touching each other, the sacrum. Tuck the tailbone forward. So tailbone forward and down. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, coming back. So this is similar to camel. We're just on our feet instead of our knees. All right, inhale, come on back up. Pause here, just slide the hands on the heart and again, feel. There's beauty everywhere for those that bother to look. Pay attention, notice how there's beauty with your breath. All right, inhale, reaching the hands up. Good, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or set back. Vinyasa. Good, and then downward dog. Inhale, reaching the right foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing the right foot through. Good. Warrior one again. Set yourself up, strong legs. Then moving into that lance dodger. This time, right forearm, lower back, palm of the right hand at the left hip facing out. Left hand on the back of the head. Good. So you're sinking into your legs at the same time, telescoping the ribs up. So that means kind of, if you think about a telescope, it kind of expands up and out away from the eyepiece. Kind of like you're doing that with the rib cage. It seems like a lot of explanation. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, hopefully. Left hand supports the head, relaxing into the hand. All right, inhale, reaching the hands up. And pyramid pose, hands come down. Set yourself up, step your left foot forward. Square off the hips, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, forward fold. How's your breath here? How's your attention? The soul exists and is built entirely out of attentiveness. And bending the right knee. Warrior 3. Shifting the weight forward into the right leg. Lifting left foot up to hip height. Hands in prayer, or reach the hands alongside the hips. Lots of places you can place your hands, even do like airplane wings if you wanted to. Or like super yogi if you want to reach the hands forward. All right, then transitioning to standing, bring the left knee up about hip height. And bring your left foot in toward the buttock. Reach back with the left hand, grab onto the foot. I prefer to grab on the inner foot, but it can be outer foot if that feels better for you. And now lean forward, coming into dancer. Reach the right hand forward, left foot back. Okay, and come back to neutral. Let the left foot come down. Shake the legs out here for a moment. Just pause, slide the hands on the heart. I think it's the Buddha has this beautiful quote. He says, "You as much as anybody else in the whole wide world deserves your love and attention." And for me, that's a big part of what the yoga practice is, right? Just we're so good about giving our love attention. Like I mentioned, I caretake my family all day. It's like just such a blessing to be here and just feel for a moment, give myself a little bit of love and attention. Don't waste this moment. Breathe into it. Feel it to your heart. All right, inhale, reaching the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. And let's pause here for a moment. Have your feet about hip width apart, bend the knees. Let's do a little neck release. Forward fold, slide the hands on the back of the neck, the head, interlace the fingers, and bring the forearms along the jawline. Allow the weight of the arms to help lengthen the upper back and neck. Knees bent more gets more upper back neck stretch. Okay, releasing the hands. Come on back into downward dog. If you got another vinyasa in you, feel free to move through it. Some of you are vinyasa junkies. Feel free. All right, inhale, reaching left foot up after the vinyasa. Downward dog, reach your left foot up. Exhale, shin toward hands, pigeon on the left side. Walk the right foot back and come forward into the forward fold. We got about 2 more breaths here. Big full breaths. Okay, come on back. Come on up. Come back to downward dog. Pedal legs out there. Inhale, reaching right foot up. Exhale, shin toward hands. Pigeon on the right side. Two more breaths here. Okay, inhale, come on back up. Step the right foot back, pedal legs out there. And then bend the knees, jump or step through. And come all the way onto your back for happy baby pose. And bring the knees in alongside the torso, into the chest, and alongside the torso. Reach up with the hands, grab onto the feet, and gently pull. Coming into final resting pose, Shavasana. Nice work. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do abs today. I guess we'll have to make that up some other time. Please don't tell anybody. Keep that between you and I.
right, start to bring conscious breath into the body. Moving your fingers, the toes, the hands, the feet, the ankles, and the wrist. And then reach the hands above the head. Come into a deep stretch. Inhale. Good. Exhaling. Bring the knees and the chest. Roll over onto the right side and push yourself up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed just for a moment longer. Sliding the hands onto the heart and sharing another quote poem from Mary Oliver, which is totally about attentiveness. She's such a beautiful way of expressing things, called The Summer Day. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean, the one who has flung herself out of the grass. The one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pair of forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what else do you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Take a deep breath and just breathe it up to the heart. Bowing forward with love and with gratitude. May our practice provide us healing, and may we reflect that healing out to the world to help create more peace. Namaste.